What's happening, fam? My name is Clint Richards. I have a large group of people who only know me as the name A.O.C. That's because I was in the federal system. I did federal time. Welcome to A.O.C. Meets the World. So, the last video that I made was my Memoir Volume 1. Okay, and what I said, now I said that I was gonna fucking start this shit a couple of days ago, but whatever, man. Life is in session. So here's the fucking deal, man. I'm a real motherfucker and I've been through a lot of shit. And what I want to do is I want to share my story with you guys because I'm trying to do some incredible things. And when I got out of prison, while I was in prison, I wrote a lot of notes and I studied our government. I studied our system and there's some big changes that I wanted to make. And I got out and I was on fire, man. I was on fire. And I got out and I was like, okay, I got this bill that I want to fucking introduce to legislation. I'm going to make all these changes and blah, blah, blah. And then nothing happened because nobody fucking listened to me. And that's my fucking problem, is that nobody will listen to me. But I've got a few people on here that are following me. So I have one guy on here, and I'm sorry, man. I didn't fucking write your name down and fucking take notes before I made this. Because I want to be authentic. I want to shoot this from the hip, and I think what it comes down to is I need to start to tell my story, and I need to let you guys know where I come from. Because if you know where I come from and you fuck with me and you listen to me, maybe you'll start following me and then you'll support me, and that's what it comes down to. So here's the fucking deal, man. My dad. Okay, when I was a kid. My mom was a drug addict and she left. I was like 6 months old. My sister she's 18 months older than me. So, she was about 2. I was 6 months old and my mom left. She took off. She took off with the fucking coke dealer and she went to go do her fucking thing because that's just what she was about. So my dad raised me and my sister by himself. But my dad, I mean, if my mom took off with the fucking coke dealer, I mean, what does that tell you about my dad? I mean, obviously my fucking dad was a drug addict and my dad was fucking, he had these fucking 2 kids, and I think my dad was a lot like me, and he just wanted to fucking be about something. So he had these fucking 2 kids, and we lived in California, and the cocaine was a problem in his life. So he moves us to fucking Sedona, Arizona, and it was a suburb of Sedona, Arizona called the Village of Oak Creek in Arizona. And that's where he moved us. We went on a family vacation. He found this fucking town. He's like, yeah, that's where it's at. And I don't really remember too much about the first 10 years of my life. My dad had this wife. Her name was Jane, and Jane was fucking awesome. She's the only fucking mom that I ever really had. And she was always fucking there for us. But her and my dad, they fucking drank a lot and they fought. And like my dad, like when he had a fucking girlfriend or a wife, like he would get fucking belligerently drunk and he would beat this fucking woman. And that's just the kind of man that he was. He was a fucking woman hitter. That's what he fucking did. He fucking hit his fucking women. And I never saw my father with any woman that he did not fucking hit. And he didn't fucking put hands on me for the first fucking 11 years of my life. He didn't put hands on me. But at some point in time, and I don't fucking, whatever, man, fucking 9, 10, 11 years old, like who gives a fuck? Like that's just your little fucking baby childhood growing up shit. But once I started to go through puberty and fucking turn into a young man, my dad, this fucking cocksucker used to fucking, he was a fucking drunk and he would fucking drink and drink and drink and he would fucking, I would come home from school and it'd be like, whatever, go away. And then he would fucking get drunk and then I'd come talk to him and this fucking dude would be like, hey man, like, fucking, I'm a badass, where I come from, we beat kids up. And when he was doing it, he was grooming me to be a bully. And so I would go to school starting at a very young age. I'd go to school looking for a fucking victim to go fucking bully some kid, to go beat him up, to go put hands on him. Because my dad told me that that's what men do. That's what a real motherfucker does. This real motherfucker goes and he finds a victim and he puts hands on him. So for fucking 15, 16 years, that's what I did while I was going through school. I mean, I would come home from school every fucking day. And up until about 12 years old, my dad never put hands on me. But from like 12 years old to like 17 years old, my dad started fucking whooping my ass. And it was always like, look, dude, you need to be a bigger man. You need to be a badder motherfucker. And through all of this shit, I started doing dope. I started drinking. I started getting high. I started to escape because my home life was not fucking pure. It wasn't fucking okay. All right. Now, the reason that I'm telling you guys this is because I'm building up. I'm building you guys up for the rest of my story. And I don't want to put too much time into this because it fucks me up. And so the next part of my story, what I'm going to tell you guys next is the most fucking traumatic influenced event that ever happened in my life and what happened from there. so so that's the fucking deal, and I mean, here's the fucking thing, man. My last video, when I said I was gonna tell my story, I just watched. So this is video number 35 of my YouTube channel. I've been out of prison for 5 months tomorrow. All right, so whatever, man. I'm gonna fucking post this shit because this is raw, and this is the main thing is that I don't want to take notes. This is my reality, and if nothing else, what I'm doing right here on social media is I'm processing my trauma. But I'm hoping that I get some type of a fucking following, and I want you guys to know who I am because my life is parallel with Joe Dirt. If you've ever watched Joe Dirt, now you're looking at AZ. So AZ, Joe Dirt, we're in the same motherfucking lines. So that's it, man. My next story, what happened in my fucking childhood. And after that, man, we're gonna get into all kinds of fucking way better shit than this. So, anyways, man, my name is Clint Richards. My friends call me AZ. Thank you all for fucking with me. Have a good night.